Hey guys, it's Chance from Smittybilt. Today we're going to be doing a front bumper install on the 76807 XRC Gen 2 front bumper on this Jeep Wrangler JK. And before we get started, we're going to go ahead and throw a photo on the screen showing you all the hardware laid out and labeled so you know exactly what you're going to need to use during this install. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove your original fog lights from your factory bumper and set them off to the side. Unfortunately, this Jeep did not have factory fog lights on it, so instead today we're going to be using the ProComp 3.5-inch Halo LED fog light kit, and we're going to go ahead and get these installed in the bumper. Included with the hardware, you're going to have 4 retaining clips and 4 number 8 Phillips screws for each side. I'm going to go ahead and get those installed. So you're going to take your mounting clips, you're going to go ahead and press them in. And once you have them pressed in, you're going to go ahead and make sure you put this in the right orientation. You're going to go ahead and just slide them in. Next, you're going to take one of your number 8 Phillips screws, and you're going to go ahead and get it started, but don't tighten it all the way. Just leave it in loose so that you can install the rest of them. And once you have all 4 screws installed, you can go ahead and snug all of them down. And we're done. And if you're going to be installing a winch, now is the time you're going to want to do it before you put the bumper on the vehicle. So now we're going to go ahead and get the bumper mounted with the assistance of a helper. So we're going to go ahead and get the nuts mounted onto the inner studs on the bumper. Since this uses a nylock nut, all you're going to need to use is a flat washer. And make sure to leave all your hardware loose so you don't have an issue getting any of your other hardware started. Now I'm going to go ahead and off camera get the rest of these nuts installed, and then we're going to move on to the outer bolts. So for the next step, we're going to go ahead and install the outer bolts. These are M12 by 1.75. They are 40 millimeters long. I'm going to go ahead and install them into the 2 outer holes here into the welded nuts on the bumper. Remember to leave these loose. So once you have all the nuts and bolts installed, go ahead and make your final adjustment and then tighten everything down. And then we're going to move on to the 2 bolts that are installed onto the cross member. So once you have all the main bolts tightened, we're going to go ahead and install the countersunk bolt up through the cross member. You may have to drill this out, and then we're going to install a lock washer and flat washer as well as a nut up on the top. And that's a wrap for the 76807. Once you have everything tightened down, you're all good to go, and we're all done.